YouTube! So, this is going to be a really exciting video. I took stickers off this guitar and forgot about the last one. So, and the camera doesn't want to focus today. So it'll be, at least that'll give it some interesting effects. It was really difficult to put that interesting going out of focus effect on. So, I'm going to remove the sticker from the back of this. People always say using WD-40. I saw this WD-40 there. Did I try WD-40? So the tools for this are, I'm going to try WD-40 to see if it does anything. It's not going to do any harm, or is it? I'm going to use a pick, and I'm going to use like Zippo lighter fluid to take this off. And one of the reasons I hadn't done it is because I cut my fingernails, like between where I'd taken off all the other stickers and forgot about this one. And then, so you got a good thumbnail to get in there, to get in at it. So this is just like a paper sticker. So I wonder if I stick a wee bit of WD-40 on it, is it going to dissolve it, make it unstick? It might, not going to do any harm. WD-40 has lots of uses. It actually seems to be sort of working. It's just a case of just poking away at it. That seems to be working pretty well actually. Just try to use something that doesn't scratch to get it working. It'd be really nice if I could get it, I doubt it, but if I can get my fingernail to actually get to peel it off. I don't think that's going to happen, no, that never happens. It just comes off in wee tiny rips. But whenever you're taking off these things, don't use a Stanley knife blade. The number of guitars I've had, and it's like, I'll take the stickers off, or I had stickers on it and they've used a wallpaper scraper or something, it's just taking the finish off. So this will not do that. Yep, as I thought, basically it's just turned into paper. But the WD-40 seems to be doing the trick if you don't have Zippo fluid. It seems to be taking it off. I'm actually sitting here wondering if water takes it off, because it is a sort of paper sticker. So I mean, if it's wet, will it just, do I have water? Yeah, it's coming. I like the name Hot Chip. I can't remember who the band are. I'm sure I should know them, but I think that's a good name for a band. Yeah. So basically, thumbnail. We're now Hot Chip. We're not quite Hot Chip yet. I'm going to try sticking this on. I assume that mixing WD-40 and lighter fluid is not going to kill it, but I don't know. So I wonder if this actually helps more than what the WD-40 did. And indeed whether both of these help more than water does. Yeah, I think the lighter fluid's maybe for at the end when you've still got this sort of a bit of residue left. I wouldn't have said that the lighter fluid was really doing any better than the WD-40 was, to be honest. And it just gets annoying. I'm basically just doing a video of it because to show you there isn't really a quick solution, I don't think, to getting this stuff off. I'm trying to use my industrial type tweezers for it. I might be able to grab hold of it a little bit easier. That's not my industrial type tweezers. That's the ones that I use when I can't find my good ones. That's the other ones I find when I can't find my good ones. So I might not be using my super tweezers, seeing as they're I've knocked them onto the floor or something. I will need to find them though. That's just the same things. I mean, these are not going to do it, are they? Nah. There might be something to be said for leaving it, putting some lighter fluid on it or something like that, and then leaving it for 5 minutes to. Then I'm actually going to have another go with the WD-40 because it seemed to work quite well at the start. So if I put that on it and then kind of rub it all over, I can actually see the edges of the sticker starting to go sort of transparent. So I think it might just be dissolving the paper. Yeah, maybe WD-40 might be the way to go here. WD-40 was originally, what was it originally designed for? It wasn't originally designed as an oil lubricant, it was something else. Or was that margarine? I think it was margarine was originally meant to be a water repellent substance. Meant to like a waterproofing element that you rubbed onto your shoes sort of thing. And then it turned out not to be very good at that, and then So I don't know, somebody said, oh, it kind of looks a bit like butter. And it's like, right. So basically, since I heard that, I started thinking, yeah, I'm not really going to eat margarine. It's kind of not really food. And then I don't think it does you any harm. I think it's just the word is inert. So if you're a margarine fan, then I'm sorry, I don't like the idea of it. Also, I saw a thing. It was in whatever article that was as well. It was like, try sticking, you opening a tub of margarine and leaving it outside and see how much of it gets eaten. And it's like none of it does. And it's like if bugs and birds and, well, there's no rats, but you know what I mean, and flies don't eat it. Should we be eating it? You know, you leave it. Leave it out in the hillside and see if there's teeth marks in the morning. So they don't recognise margarine as food, so I don't think we should be. And yeah, so this video is sponsored by, paid for by the Butter Marketing Board. Yeah, it's not really. It'd be nice if I actually got some sort of sponsorship or something. I would like to think I would be. I've got enough dignity and self-respect to actually only be sponsored by something that I actually thought was good. You know what I mean? I'll be sponsored by New Saiwal kebabs or something like that. I don't like the idea of being sponsored by something where it's like, yeah, and I've got to try and say something that I've no idea what it is or I don't like is good. And lying is difficult. It's even harder on screen. I think there's a definite art to it. Basically what politicians do, isn't it? It's like, here's the facts, but here's what we want you to say. So you've got to know all these facts, know the answers to all the questions you're going to be given, and then intentionally avoid them and make it somehow twist some grain of truth that's in it somewhere and make it support your case. I suppose it's the same thing as like the good salesman thing. You know, a good salesman can sell you something that's worth a tenner for £100, whereas I struggle with that because if I think something's worth a tenner, I'll sell you it for a tenner. That's fine. Or if I think it's worth a tenner and I'd sell it for £8, I say this is a pure bargain. I mean, that's not a salesman thing. But then again, maybe it's a bit better to be a bit more disconnected from it. Maybe I could sell you a top of the range washing machine or something like that, because I don't really know anything about washing machines. I'm not even really 100% sure how the one I've got through there works either. I only use like one setting on it. I don't know what all the other knobs do. Maybe that's the way around it. You know, something you're entirely dispassionate about, whereas I'm quite passionate about guitars. Oh, we've got a catch, sort of. So it's now just chip, and half the chip's gone. But this is the sort of thing that, see, if you were like an experienced super, I don't know, not that I'm saying Paul Reed Smith is, you know, the best luthier in the world, but I mean, if you took a guitar to get stickers taken off it, I don't think they're going to be able to do it much better than what I'm doing. It's basically just doing this, and it's just a case of sitting taking. I've already been doing it for 8 minutes, and I've only just got to chip. Yeah, but if someone offered, if you're buying a guitar that's got stickers on it, and it says in the advert, you know, I'll take those stickers off. Sometimes it's better not doing it in case they decide to try and take it off with a knife and just take all the finish off. This will leave no residue at the end. So I think maybe I might convert to WD-40 for the initial scoop, and then maybe use the lighter fluid to get the last bit off. Mind you, the bit I've already taken off. Can I take that off just with a bit of bog roll? Might be able to. Sort of doing it. Yeah, I know. I think you could possibly get away with just WD-40. This is a paper sticker though. It might be a bit different if you've got a plastic one. Mind you, plastic ones tend to be quite a bit easier because you've got a chance of getting your thumbnail in below it and actually peeling it off in a winner. It'll probably leave all the glue-y stuff on, and then you need the WD-40 and anyway, take it off. But these paper ones are just annoying. I'm just assuming that I've just put this up for sale. I hope nobody buys it. Goes, I'm buying it. I'm a massive hot chip fan. It's like, it's not a hot chip. It's not a hot chip one anymore. I just did this almost exact same thing last week, the week before, to a vintage SG, which was covered in stickers, and I'm talking about stickers that were up the back of the neck, totally. It was pretty hideous. And I think basically I made the guitar's in bits, but I made it go from being worth like 15, 20 quid by taking the stickers off to it being worth 50 quid. And then obviously once it's fixed up and once it's Tony Iommi'd, I'm not really sure what I'm going to get for it. But I'll ask for it. We'll see how it turns out. Like I said, I'm not a good salesman, so even if it cost me £200 to build it, and at the end I've only got £100 worth of guitar, I'm not good at selling it for £200. I'll be selling it for what I think it's, what I would buy it for, basically. What I would buy it for, or what I would be happy buying it for if I couldn't fix guitars, because I generally I prefer to buy. It probably doesn't work very well. I prefer to buy ones that have something wrong with them, just because it can make a huge difference to the price, especially if it's an electrical problem. Because an electrical problem could cost you hundreds of pounds to get it fixed. But if you can do it yourself, then it costs nothing to get it fixed. Well, maybe nothing. Time, and I like doing it, and I'm learning. I do get a bit bored doing repetitive, boring things. That's why I keep doing all the mads. Like this guitar's got the stupid switches in it and stuff like that. It puts a little bit of excitement in it when you go up here. Oh, what's this going to sound like? Having 25 sounds in a Strat with 1.5 switches. That's exciting to me. Whereas if I was just every day just sitting putting a coil split in every guitar, it would just be another coil split, boring. What's it going to sound like? I know exactly what it's going to sound like. This one, I've now got a sore right thumbnail. Try my left thumbnail to get in below this. Oh, come on. The end is in sight. And just now my fingers are covered in a horrible combination of lighter fluid, WD-40 and glue. That's still, whatever the glue, the stickery stuff that's off the back of this sticker. So I will need to go and wash my hands under quite hot water to get the stickiness off. We're getting there. Now just got one wee globule left. But my thumbnail started to lose its edge a bit. It's kind of worn smooth a little bit. Just, come on, yeah. Okay. It's also given me the opportunity to do this without swearing. Although I do keep noticing on the YouTube. Right, so we're down to, now got the sticker off, but you're not going to see it because it's not good enough. Right, you can see it there. So we've got that rubbish left. So that's when lighter fluid's good. You put that on, you rub it into all the gluey, horribly stickery stuff, and you get a fresh bit of bog roll, because that stuff will stick to this. And then you just, and you keep turning it around, because the thing is that bit I've just turned it with has now got all the sticky stuff stuck to it, so it has to go away, and I have to get another bit. I might put another wee bit on. Get in at it. And then another bit of bog roll. Should be using kitchen roll, but I don't have any. So, well, this bit doesn't want to come off. Maybe need to help it with my thumb. Getting there. A little bit more. There may be better ways of doing this, but I prefer easier, or maybe not easier. I prefer cheaper and not actually having to put any effort into going and buying something else. The reason I've got that Zippo fluid is because my pal gave me a Zippo lighter, so I had to buy fluid for it. But it's useful stuff. Yep. So you would never know there was ever a sticker on there. Can I hold it to the same bit as the light's hitting off it? Or I can't really. Well, I can't show you the bit where the light's hitting off it where the sticker was because you can't see it anymore. So you would never know that there was ever a sticker on there. Yeah, so guitar is no longer a hot chip guitar. Wasn't that an exciting video? 15 minutes well spent, and my super going sort of half zooming, half going out of focus effects, I'm sure just added to the enjoyment of the whole thing. Rock on, catch you later.